Hey guys, it's Chris with Pretty Spirits. I'm hopping on today not to do a reading, but I want to show you guys some of the things that I'm currently using in my spiritual practice. So this is my routine, my ritual work that, I try to do every day. With new baby, it's a little bit more challenging, but at least every other day I'm making time to touch some of these items and make sure that I have my moment of Zen, that I have my moment of reflection, meditation, so I can keep my balance. Because in order to care for a newborn and run a business, I have to have balance. So me and Lauren decided we should get on and show you guys just how we're using the items that we sell, why we sell the items that we sell. I definitely have such a deep desire for all things metaphysical. That's why we started this business, but I'm also pretty quiet and more reserved about what I do in my own, routines, because that's just something that it's my own personal journey and I was raised that way. But I want to open up and give you more insight and more ideas, especially if you're looking to start your journey or you're just looking to switch things up and learn of a different way to ground yourself, a different way to heighten your intuitive abilities, or how to really get your subconscious mind more aligned with pushing you towards your goals instead of self-sabotaging. Some of the things I'm going to show you can help you. So what I love is my journal. I have many journals for different purposes, and that's a big thing for me. I don't just have one journal, but I'm of course showing you the journal that we sell. I manifest new opportunities, and I started in this one when Jaden, my son, came into the picture, because it was a totally different chapter, and I wanted to really put love, intention, and really big energy into motherhood, making sure that I came with such a desire to just be gentle with myself, to be compassionate with myself, to be okay with making mistakes, and then to always look towards being okay and being better and improving and just taking the journey one day at a time without pressure. So to bring this energy forth, I wanted to script about it and make it something that I do quite often, because the only way that you're going to have, I feel, a successful transition is to make sure that you're in control of that energy and to make sure that you are very clear about how you would ideally like things to go, but then ultimately being really gentle and giving yourself grace if things don't go exactly according to plan. So this is my plan book for my motherhood journey. I manifest new opportunities, and I love it because I also was introduced to this stone when I was pregnant with him at a store. It's somewhere in California. I do not exactly remember where, because it was a spontaneous run that Lauren and I took one day when we needed to get out the office. But a lepidolite, I really embrace the stone because it's really known for helping you with a big transition, a big change, a new path. So it makes sense to me to really get into meditations with this stone. And then I love a good tower moment. That's why we sell so many. But we started to offer this in our shop because it was a stone that I held when I was having contractions and when I was trying to ground my energy through that experience. So it has a lot of sentimental value to me. And it being purple, one of my favorite colors, if not my favorite, also makes a difference. So this is something that I hold with me. I have on my desk, so when I look over, I'm reminded to just go with flow, because this is a big transition that I have been in for the last couple of months, and I just want to continue to just have fun and a lightness and an open mind to learning, and this has helped encourage that. Also, my pendulum of the moment is my pyrite pendulum. I'm obsessed. I love this pendulum. It's so heavy and I love it so much. My hematite one and my pyrite one are my just babies, because I like the grounding energy. I like the weight to them. And I love doing readings for myself more so with Pendulum. Sometimes I go through phases where I use cards, but then I step away and I just use Pendulum, or I use a combination. But this is something that is really important to me. I have many around the house and I can't wait to teach my son how to use his first Pendulum. So this is something that is in my rotation for daily use. This book we do not sell, but it is my favorite of the moment, and I'm going to share it with you because I've recommended this in my reading sessions. It's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, and I told my friends about this. They got it. They feel the same way. It is so good. It's just, of course, about reprogramming that deeper part of self that sometimes blocks you from changing a habit. You could want to consciously become more aware of your money story, or more aware of how you're sometimes sabotaging your relationship with fear, with anxiety. But with that conscious change, it doesn't matter. If your subconscious says, this is the story that we believe since birth, this is the story that I've seen over time, this is what I cling to, then no matter what your conscious mind wants to do, you'll still revert back to what your subconscious mind is really stating. So this book ultimately helps you get to the nitty-gritty parts. I can just tell you like some of the chapters' names. The Subconscious Mind as a Partner in Success. How to use the power of your subconscious mind for wealth. And how to get the results you want. So you can get the overall gist of this juicy book. I love it. This is my second time reading it. It's in the rotation. And then finally, my Spiral Selenite Wand. This I need near me because doing so many readings, I have to clear my energy. And I do my own, this is something I've created for myself. I'll just write out my intention for the day also in the air using this, just to give that clarity, to give that focus, for me to have that powerful word or phrase just in the ether, in the air. And I like to do it with my Selenite wand. It's also super pretty. It's nice to have near my decks for cleansing purposes, and near other stones that I like use. I'm obsessed with selenite. We also sell this. It's a Selenite Bowl, so it has some of the stones that I'm using right now as well. But it's a good one. It's a good one to have around, especially if you're doing energy work, because people will drain you. Even if you're working in a space with other people that are just negative and just complainers, it's good to have selenite around. If you're a mother and you're constantly giving energy to your husband, your children, it's nice to have this around to just hold, meditate with, recharge, put in your third eye if you're doing readings to help clear the space, touch whatever chakra that you're looking to harmonize. I really, really enjoy adding this to my collection, and we offer this in the Pretty Spirit shop. So right now, I'm so excited with the flow of the items that I use, but after about a month or so, like, I'm tired of just sticking to those tools, so I'll switch over to something else. I have an altar space, but I like to just kind of stay within a theme and then just set up my space to match that theme. So even though I own so many crystals, so many decks, I'll put them in different locations of my home until it's time for me to bring them forth and to use them. So that's how I flow with my spiritual daily routine. All right. So any questions you have for me, feel free to DM me or comment below. If you wonder what products that I've mentioned, again, you can message me. This is Lapita Light Tower. We have this in the shop. The I Manifest New Opportunities. We also have a love and a money journal as well. I manifest love and I manifest money. So that's good for scripting purposes, because anyone who's had a reading with me or knows me, I'm big on scripting. You have to create the plan for whatever you want in life. You can't just say, oh, I want this, but then have no structure around a plan. That will drive an A-type like me crazy. You have to plan it. So that's my script. And then pendulums are also awesome for balancing all of your chakras, all of your centers, and just great for direct answers. So I love a heavier weighted one. And like I said, this is pyrite. We have this in the shop. Hopefully we're not sold out, but we do restock this when it stays on hand. And then finally, the Selenite Wands. You can find the book that I mentioned, Amazon or anywhere else. Books are sold. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I've seen this book around before. So thanks for tuning in, and share with me also, how do you honor your daily spiritual routine? Let me know. I'm always looking for a new spell work, a new idea, a new way to meditate. Whatever you got, let me know. I'll be happy to kind of see if it gels with me too. Thanks so much, guys. Until next time. Bye.